Oh, guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are celebrating. Merry Christmas to you all.
Later. Dapat yung matangkad. Jalebi. Jollibee. Jollibee. It's so orange. Jollibee. Oh my God, Odessa. How many times I told you Jollibee? You want McDonald's? You still worrying? You don't want to agree with Jollibee?
We're the same.
Vilma, I don't think to get it. No.
Sana pa lang nagsabi kayo kung hindi kami naman. Hindi inform us.
Where you put your head?
Wow! We don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you headband there. Ready? Yeah, headband. Bakit? Ay, baka mapunit din. Magkakahiyaw daw kasi si Des tapos si ano.
Wow, sambusa! I like it.
Wow, may yellow. Yellow ngipin. Si Joe.
In Subway, I smell samosa and everyone looking at me and I smelling straw.
Tapusan mo nga, Des.
Impressive, isn't it?
Sila na-intrigue.
Yeah, last day of class.
Party.
I know. Last two.
Last week, so we have a lot of this semester.
Yes. Thank you.
We have to remove. No. Yes. Here.
Hello, Joy. This is yours.
Oh, is it live?
Yes, it's right.
It's long.
Maybe there to add to additional plate. Additional plate, please.
Oh, Joy!
God, you're back.
Now it's flavor butter.
Wilma will sleep, so she's hyper. Oh, Han ko person.
Yeah, tell Han to
Han buy extra.
extra plate.
Mere ko transfer.
Why, how many things are isa? I guess we still have a lot of things. Wait.
But this will be you. I want to put a samosa.
Ah, wala ka.
Yeah, big plate. Even 25 pieces more.
Little.
Here I will.
Yung iba ba sa floor na?
No, parang yung pag yan nasa sili na yan lahat.
Ay, pag ikaw okay lang. You ask for
Nice the Jollibee.
What's the Jollibee?
Jollibee.
You order Jollibee?
Look at the color, Jollibee. Don't say anything. Jollibee.
Is there any bad word in your language? Jollibee means something bad in your language? No. Bakit? Tatanggal mo daw? Oh, yeah.
Ano mo natin to, Jet, tapos mamaya, ano natin yan?
Kasi baka
Yan.
It's one of the I think
Yes.
Only that.
Yeah.
Madami pa pala. What else do I need to prepare for your food?
What is this?
It's done.
Jollibee. Always repeating. Jollibee.
Now when you were telling them,
Putanin, Jollibee.
Why is it called Jollibee?
Can you put the name Jollibee?
Yeah, name tag.
I didn't hear when she said it.
This one for samosa, 20.
Hi. Welcome to my vlog.
Yes.
Hi, Toy.
hello, welcome back.
It's really hard to make a balloon.
I'll make some.
Parang walang effort ah.
If somebody asks again this one, just call me. Okay? Just call me. Somebody asks again this one, call me. If they told, what is this? Call Wilma.
You ask me.
Do we need to make it so big?
No, just enough.
What are you guys doing? Why are you removing it?
They will
Because we're not allowed to use the bed. Puputok ka, bebe? No?
Oh, that one is not.
No, it's not good.
Hinapirahan yun.
Nasuture, babe? Wow, thank you so much, Ryan.
Happy.
Ito na yung balloons. Oh, Joy. Joy, put the balloon
Really?
on the ceiling.
Okay, where is it?
Yeah, this is the tape and then,
Am I tall?
yeah, you
Yes.
go.
Okay.
The balloons.
Ay, butas dun sa ano, Tay.
Joy.
catch tape, please.
Shelly's gonna be late because I know she's making her own plans.
Maybe she ordered something.
Ay, talaga yung natin mo.
Ay, there's a hole. Kaya tayo. Here, here, here.
Give me the balloon.
Here.
Give me.
Ano yung mga balon sa baba? Siguro mo tama namin na. Dami na ba?
Tignan mo na lang kami ni Ria.
Yung gold na lang siguro. Akin.
Tama na muna
Maganda
to.
yung gold.
Nagsasan ako ng balon.
Yung black na lang. Para pwedeng ano yung black.
Madami na ba yung balon, te?
No, ay pwedeng maliit. Maliit na maliit. Green? Oh, green na.
You're the muse. Walang green, te. Isa lang.
Then the other one.
Black.
Hindi, yung green isa.
You did not see the message of... Te, may butas. In the GC?
Hey. Okay.
Took photos.
Ganito kaliit?
Oh my god. Why is it not done?
No, you have to...
Do this.
Te?
So why?
Ganito kaliit?
It's not, right?
Ay, about it. Te? One, but try it.
Yung ano, mas maliit lang dito.
What's that one?
Kailangan natin ng scissor.
What side? Look at here.
Yeah.
Where's the adhesive tape?
Yeah.
Gusto ka kaliit, te? What? Then you can just do
This is better.
Yeah.
Adhesive tape. O di sa, yung katawa-tawa dyan.
Bakit naman yung bebe?
Sabi niya.
Oh, I have another photo here.
No, yung binili niya adhesive tape.
Just
It's not gonna be here. We have one here and here.
no, I want to compress it. Joy. Yeah. Yung parang kumpul-kumpul siya. I'll show you my...
Why it's so down?
Because that one is sa Jessie.
Okay.
Give me the other tape.
This one.
Yeah, this one is not good. Put the other one.
I like that. Just near to each other.
Near?
Okay. Can you?
Over here?
Yeah.
Over there? Yeah. Anyway.
Maybe one.
Ganito. Oo, just like that.
One square apart.
Yeah.
Muse.
Anything else? Parang ganito. Complete and joy.
Oh my God, somebody commented when I said am I tall? She said, yes, you're tall.
Ganito kasi yung brown.
Parang ganito. Maliit dapat ang isa.
Wala nang maliit. Na ano na oh.
Ulit ko muna itong pagalitan tayo.
This
Yan
one
na.
small.
Take. Jibana, one.
Like this.
Anything can stay. I just press it.
Yeah, which one is that tape? Is this the same one? Oh.
Ano na yung na ginawa ko? Pinagbigay mo na yung dalawa? Dalawa lang muna pagbibigay ko.
Ayun dito. Yung dalawang malaki.
Ito. Orange at black.
Mickey Mouse.
Tapos samahan mo ito ng maliit.
Ito, ang miniling ko. Ganito.
Oh, yun nga.
Tabi-tabi.
Ano ka pa to? Ana!
Kailangan marami. Oo, yung ganito.
Me too! I forgot!
I have one.
Which one?
Ale?
Where is Ali?
Han?
Let's be sure that we have the green.
I forgot!
Han, I want like this style.
Okay, so close together.
Yeah, close together.
So better make another.
But that one is okay. Then we will
Sabi mo dito sa atin, malapit.
yung sa pagkain lang dito sa may sa may mga sinigasan. Para at least may ano din. But that one hand is okay. Yeah, we should. Yeah, and then more on here.
Oh, you're here.
Nice.
Pakilagyan na lang ng ribbon. Pakilagyan ng ribbon. Di malos, pakilagyan.
Ribbon?
Para ilagay na lang. I just want this one.
Ay, paano niya ako ng...
Rhea, I have here also.
Oh, we have it.
Yeah. It's both sides. Yeah.
This one is nice.
I know, charisma sent the viral too. So we forget. Sorry, yeah. Okay naman, brown naman sila.
Ito. Kumpleto ba picture? Closer. Yeah.
Asa may maliit na balloon? Where's the small balloon?
Yeah, that one. Like that.
Di ba yan ulit? Malaki yan yung ate, ate.
Isang maliit daw, maliit
Na?
balloon.
Balloon. One small.
Hey, say hi.
Hi. This is black. No, I don't like black.
We don't need to use black for Christmas.
This one.
Multicolor. It's there.
But we shouldn't use black.
Black is beautiful.
It's not.
Ganito kaliit.
You're discriminating, ha?
Joy.
I'm not. Just that it's not meant for Christmas celebration. Hey, see, I think she likes black.
Yeah, really? I love black. I don't know. See, black looks. Guys, please comment which color is best.
Okay, what are your favorite colors?
This one is
Black.
black.
No, that's not black.
Like at the bowl. And also,
Pink, blue. As funny as it may sound, I like blue. And I'm a girl. I'm a lady. But I like blue.
I'll give you. Wala nang take mo.
Nasa yung gunting?
Where's the seashore?
Ayun.
Oh, 142 lang.
Tapos wala pala
Tapos
si
wala
Shelly.
pala si Shelly.
Michelle is not coming.
Shelly.
Tapos wala.
Ria.
I'm waiting for my head to open and do like
I want this one, please.
You mean double side table?
Congratulations.
Si Shelly nandiyan na. You got it. Ay, nandiyan na si Shelly. Shelly's here.
Shelly. Uy, someone's open the door.
Des, di ba? Diba? Sabi ko sa'yo sa
Your daughter's coming? It's okay.
This one with ribbon. Ilang ribbon?
Last night, my dog at the big house on my house, so we could take Scarlett to bed late at night. I've been up all night on puppy patrol, and so she's going to surgery too, but not today. So yay! Good day. Only one person has surgery at a time.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, see, one at a time. I can handle it.
Why?
Okay, I will be right back. I have to deliver something while I'm here, and I will be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ay, dapat pala ibang ribbon, no?
Where's my phone? Wait.
Big color mo. Hindi ka naman plato. Thank you.
Yan, ganda na
Wait. Oh, this one pink.
Rhea and Odette.
Wala ba si Baka?
Anyone's dancing?
They're going to go to coffee.
Jump here, oh my god.
Why you're here?
What question is that? Yeah.
What?
Odessa.
Before I didn't submit it before.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
There's only one. More purple.
See my favorite color.
Oh, that's your favorite. More balloons for more pink and purple.
Happy birthday, Han. It's no one's birthday. So we can do it together.
What's jalebi? You going live?
Oh yeah. Hi guys. Hi Ada. How are you?
Hi, vlog. Hello, vlog. Hello, vlog. Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to the channel.
Hello, vlog. Welcome to my guys. Subscribe.
This one we can cut it small.
Yeah.
So very small.
The ribbon already. The one we have the ribbon to this ear.
But that one is not missing in the picture.
It has been a stressful semester. Very stressful. We are happy. At least we are going to have some holiday. It's time for us to jolly.
The black color.
Maganda yung purple.
After care, okay?
Adhesive tape, meron pa ba tayo?
Wala na.
Why did you remove it?
No, it's okay because we have
So beautiful the way it's
Yeah, but we don't have the,
enough.
yeah, not the double-sided tape.
Only the CR and first aid.
Alam mo,
Yes.
pigilig na no.
Yeah.
Ano pa? Kaya pala bumili ako. Mas panibagong balon.
Bakit?
Butas-butas yung mga na ano.
Oh. May iba na siguro.
Yeah, I look at that. Look at that.
Oh. And this is Malus.
Yeah, if anybody calls up honey, yeah, honey, it's not that funny.
Galing na rin.
Take this one.
Oh, this is nice. It's finished?
Yeah, give me that.
It's not very strong like the other one.
Maybe we can put more. Yeah. Oh, you alright?
Ali got many things. Oh my, look at it.
What's this one?
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it.
Ito, mga ribbon. Ribbon.
Happy birthday.
Uy, right.
Sorry, bye.
What is coming? What
Ali, did you bring some?
Ali, welcome, Ali.
Did you cook, Ali? Did you cook?
From Rogado.
Oh, you have the glass.
More than 4, yeah?
How much is one? I can give you. I can give you money to buy more.
Because
It's done.
Yes, it's gonna be okay. But he can mix it. He can mix it with the Fanta, with the crush, the Pepsi.
Joy, can I have a
This way.
Because I will make a plate here.
Walang kumalaw.
I know what I is in here.
Alice,
Oh my God. This is
Keep Joy away from that.
Where is
Joy away from that one.
One is here.
yes.
What do you need exactly?
Glass. Only and then additional drinks. The cup.
Additional drinks and cup, yeah?
Yeah.
How many cup you need?
Only one. How much plastic? Yeah, one plastic.
How many? Like maybe no, we need like 40.
Yeah.
Because I asked them from they bring the food.
Maybe two.
Yeah, two.
Okay. 2 minutes. Yeah, that's why.
Eileen,
Yes.
I need your help.
I
hope to take a video, video, then I will post make report of video. I will come from outside. I want all students here with man.
Okay.
Then I will come here and take a whole
How about
decoration
you?
video. I will come. Then I will take a picture.
Okay.
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 And then lastly I will take.
So we will inform them.
It's your responsibility now.
Yeah, later when we're all here. When we're all here, I will just inform.
Yeah. Just inform.
No more double sided tape.
One time, you don't need to come like this, Yeah. When you gonna start? Like?
Michelle is already here, so when everyone comes.
Yeah, we are waiting. We are waiting for you. Yeah, no, Elvis, yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Bring your glasses.
Yeah. I told them. Yeah. I think we are waiting like more than 20 minutes. We can wait because they are still preparing. You know?
Only the cup or the paper plate? We need more paper plate.
More paper plate.
Or for the
Maybe just one.
one more paper plate.
Yeah. Baby, can you hear me?
Yeah. Salarama.
Sorry, what do you want? Blade? Yeah, blade and
You need more.
Yeah, she said like 35 or 40. Yeah, 40. And one packet of blade, and that's it. And 3/4 or 4/4.
Just text them.
Then the station, let me tell you, there's Dollarama, you know where, you know Cineplex, there's Dollarama inside, you can buy everything from there. You know Cineplex? The building, Adidas downstairs, and you just go stair up, you know, and you will find Dollarama there, in the Cineplex building, yeah. Yeah, you would get, they sell the soft drink.
It's done. Not yet. I guess it's
Hands up,
Yeah,
princess.
it's like, I understand. Thank you. Okay, take your time. You are still preparing. Yeah, fine.
Princess fan from the school. Let me
Hey, one second.
No, I just love your outfit. Thank you. I want to wear Wow! Wow! It's from Alice. No, the cake. Oh,
I just thought you had to play here and then.
Anna? Where is the Christmas? Really? Oh my God. Who lives nearby? Who lives nearby?
I want to take a video.
Yeah. You? Good something. You are going to
You are this side. I want to take a video.
Christmas. But I said,
I'm worried for you.
Yeah, wait till Dinesh will bring the plates.
oh, yeah.
No, just leave it there.
No. We
chair.
food, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to bring her some food. Like to see.
Okay, it's done.
Can you guys see our table? We have a very beautiful Christmas cake. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Merry Christmas.
Wow, wonderful. That one with the
Hands up, Professor. Thank you, Professor.
Let me get my. I was going to bake, but because of my husband's accident and the dog, I didn't have time, and I've got all this stuff sitting on my counter to bake. And I'm like, can't worry about it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wish I had one. That looks amazing. No, get you. Oh, but no, teachers don't get those.
Yeah.
So, let's let me get those.
Yeah. Final.
I'll return the scissor.
Paano na daw? Si Ali kasi.
Oh, this is so good.
Where's Natasha? Where's Natasha in my hand? Wow. Where are they? Natasha in my head. They coming.
No comment.
Yeah. Mine make noise. This is great. So if you see me doing this, I'm not crazy. I'm just really enjoying the sounds. Oh, there's some more. Yeah. Have you looked at them yet?
Maybe we can start opening up there.
Really? I'll put two out here now. And then I'll put up.
Okay, last one?
Yeah. Oh, it looks amazing. Oh my gosh.
And then the Biko too.
Yeah, vegetables here.
Oh, that is fantastic. I knew you'd get it. You're very welcome. I didn't do hardly anything, really, just many kind words and all of you. So that's all. But you, if you did it all yourself, they just love you on their own. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to drop these right off. I'll be right back. So you guys, this is out of this world spectacular. Just be careful, don't fall. Okay, honey? Don't fall, don't fall, okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, she was telling you. I thought she was telling about the kid.
Wow. Now I'm taking video. Okay, last one. अभी ले ले वीडियो हाँ यार सारे इधर आ यार come here what Joy come here I mean your vlog also
सारे को ये बोलते हैं
मैं उधर रहूंगी तभी आएंगे ना come
This is sister.
So we are going to do a little bit of work today. Okay, just an itty bitty bit. Okay, just a little bit. So how are we made? Oh, this is so beautiful. I can't believe you guys did all this. Like,
Also, are you telling?
oh no, it's for all of us, right? Don't say that. Then I'll feel really guilty because I didn't buy donuts. Anybody can do that. But you guys have gone out of your way. This is absolutely spectacular. Like, it's just stunningly beautiful. And so appreciated. You guys will never know how much this means. It really is amazing. Wow. Wow. So, you guys want to get the work out of the way first and then we can just play the rest of the day? Yeah. Okay, so let's have a seat and we'll get our work done first and then then it's all just fun. Okay? And the good thing is, today's lesson is all about you guys. It's all about you guys. Oh, these are amazing. So I hope everybody else is coming.
Yeah, definitely she's here.
Good.
Yeah, he was making like cups.
Perfect. Oh, that's great. Get one. Oh, perfect. So make sure you put it right here. And then I will mark it in as a C. Oh, I've got a C. I always carry one. But one is that.
Who recorded this one? You? Me. Oh, okay. And then, okay.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much. And stay.
now she's taking
Oh, class. You betcha. And it's kind of like me back. You see? And Hi, Alex.
Thank you.
Hi, hi, hi. Thank you, Jen.
This thing is not working. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah.
Trying to
Hi. So let's begin, and then we can get down to having fun the rest of the day. Okay? So, first thing, I still can't believe it. I can't wait to take pictures. You guys are phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it stunning? You guys did such a beautiful job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really did.
Because we left my husband's car.
Everything in Scarborough House.
Really, she done it.
No, it's not that. That's a simple remembrance.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no. Because so cool. I like those. Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna talk today. You know how every single week we talk about, seniors and elders and diseases and about death and dying. Well, today we're talking about you. All about you. As healthcare providers, it's important to me to, when you guys go out into the world, to make sure that you guys are doing well. That your mind, your state of mind, and your physical body are all in sync. And I try to incorporate almost every couple of weeks into, bless you, trying to do, meditation, self-care, things like that that are really important. And as young people, you probably don't realize yet the value of self-care. But as you age, oh, you will. Because throughout your life, you're going to find that there's not enough time in the day to do all the things you need to do, let alone the things you want to do. And that's the most important part, though. There's things we all need to do. Like we all have to go to work. We have to pay the bills, which is no fun, right? Let's face it, paying bills, worst thing on the planet. Every month when I sit down and I do my checkbook, I still use a checkbook. I'm so old. It's so funny. I don't even do how most people do, online banking and stuff like that. If that gets done, it's my husband does it. I don't want to do it. I like going into the bank and talking to people, saying hello, because I don't want them to lose their jobs. Because I remember a day when all you could do was in the bank banking. Now nobody even goes in, nobody even knows their name. So I go in and make sure I know everybody's name. I say hi, happy Thursday or happy Friday. Try to do something. I bring them chocolates at Christmas and little things, because their job is very tough, just like your job is very tough. And sometimes you need a little bit of sunshine to make your day bearable. Now, I know you guys, we're almost at the end of the semester. Yay! It's almost party for all of us. Another week and a half and we are all free and clear, right? And I'm telling you, the worst thing is going to happen. You're all going to get sick. And I don't want that to happen. Because I know I'm probably going to get sick. I haven't been sick yet this year, so I'm due. It's coming. I'm due. But I want to be sure that you guys are not going to get sick, because you're all still new here, right? And our flu and cold season is just now getting underway. And if you haven't had the flu, just the regular old run-of-the-mill nasty flu that we have in Canada, then you're in for an awful treat. It's not going to be fun. You'll probably lose 5 to 10 pounds. You're going to have a weekend disease for about 10 days. And you're going to be feeling horrible. And then you have to turn around January and come right back to school. And that's usually your whole break. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. So, but if we can promote wellness in our body and in our mind, that's going to go a long way to supporting us. Now, what do you think is the most important thing for wellness? What do you think the most important thing is? Very most important. And I'll tell you, it's from the neck up. Happiness. Happiness. Feeling invigorated, empowered, feeling happy, feeling peace and calmness, tranquility. All these things can help you get through the flus and the colds and the weak and the disease all season long. The next most important thing, nutrition. Sleep. Water. Water, water, water. Can't stress water enough. It's everywhere and we need it, right? And we're lucky in Canada. Canada is, I consider, the one country that we have plenty of water. We should be shipping it in barrelfuls to other countries to help them.
Wow.
And for free. That's the way it should be. Well, I'm a big pro-activist for other countries because I believe that at one point our world was all one piece of land surrounded by water. And over millions of years, it pulled apart and divided. And that's how all of you wound up in all of these wonderful places in the world. But we're one race. We're a human race. We've forgotten that in this world. We still look at, oh, this is Canada, or this is the States, or this is England, or whatever. And the 7 big countries that run the world have forgotten that we are all connected. And so we have to be the ones that go out of our way to prove to them that we are one race, one world, or we're all earthlings, so we need to start taking care of one another. And so we need to find ways to support each other, especially since because of we're now such a global world that we can wind up in one place and another place within 24 hours. And people from everywhere in the world come here to Toronto. And we want to be able to support and help and prevent so many bad things from happening to people. We had a student that was held at gunpoint. And I can't remember if she's in this class or another class, but she was robbed at gunpoint. She wasn't even here 3 months, and she was robbed at gunpoint. Hey, come on. Here, one of our students in this program, one of my students. And when she sent me an email, I sat and cried. I thought, what a horrible thing. She's far away from her family. She has no family here. She's living out in Scarborough. And she was robbed at gunpoint. And she's a tiny little petite, beautiful girl who must have been absolutely terrified beyond belief. Absolutely petrified. And she gave them everything. Of course, thank God they didn't harm her physically. But mentally, it doesn't go away. So she needs support and love and to feel safe like we all need. Those hierarchy of needs, Maslow, those are there to help us remember what we need as a society to go on. So even though we are a very prosperous country, we are a very, how can I put it, behind the world country because we've lost our way. Our values and our guiding lights have become sort of gray. We still see black, we still see white, but we're not looking thoroughly at the shades of gray and how we can fix it. And that's where it comes to us, right? We all need to take care of each other. So today I want us to go, and the party is that's great to integrate this because I try to build in every week a bit of happiness, even though our topics are challenging, right? I try really hard to be always upbeat, always positive, always optimistic, and I try really hard to be supportive. Most of all, support, because when people don't feel support, they get anxious, they get frustrated, and then they get scared. And the fear of just even
dealing with the unknown can be very hard. Like I said, my student that was robbed at gunpoint, I didn't sleep for about a week, worrying about her, thinking about she's still coming to school, traveling back and forth by herself because she doesn't have anybody to travel with, and she's completely alone. And these gunmen, I don't know if they got arrested, but she's probably terrified thinking, are they there? Are they following me? Do they know who I am? They have my ID. Now they know where I live. You know, they wiped out her bank account. Like, yeah, like it was horrible. Like, and when she told me, I just couldn't stop thinking, what if that was my daughter?
I didn't know such can happen here. From where I come from, we are like
All
used to
the
it.
time.
Where I come from, it's not a new thing. It happens, but again, you cannot be surprised.
It happens all the time. If you watch the news, you'll be horrified. I try not to watch the news because I get horrified. Because to me, when it happens to somebody else, I can feel what it must be like. I don't know why, but it impacts me in such a horrific way when I see tragedies and when I feel or see other people suffering. To me, it is like it's happening to me and my family because I know it's just a matter of time. We've been fortunate, we've been lucky, we've been very, very, very lucky that nothing like that has happened to my immediate family. But you guys are my family. They're my extended family, right? And when it happens to you, it happens to me because I care about each and every one of them. So we, as a group, I want to be able to help in any way that we can. Number one, emotionally. We need to start thinking about our mental health. Right now, especially, we're going into the busiest time of the year. You guys have a week and a half left of school. You're probably all panicked if you don't have every assignment in, right? So I have been going through all of my records. I've been going through my emails, and I have been going through all of my papers, making sure that I have not missed an assignment that you have turned in. So now I'm asking you for help. I need you guys to look into your grades and double check that everything you've submitted has been graded. Okay? And if it hasn't been, what I want you to do is pull it up on your computer, come and see me today. You're going to email me a copy, and I'm going to grade it tonight or tomorrow, and to make sure that those, because I don't want you guys worried.
You have not graded the discussions, right? For us.
Some of them I have, some of them I haven't. Yeah, I'm waiting for everyone to get 15. I
These
have,
were last, right? The due date.
yeah, today. So what I've been doing is, and I'm almost blind from it, is I've been going through, reading everybody's and then checking off 1, 2, 3, and color coding them on a chart. And so for each one that you do, I have a different code. One is purple, one is green, one is blue, one is pink, and one is red. And what I do is I use the same color marker, and when you get to 3 in each category, I go 1, 2, 3, done. And then I go 1, 2, 3, done. And then when you get to your 15, I mark 15, and then instantly I go and put it into grade book. How many people here have gotten a grade already for the discussions? And if you've got them, you've got them. So if you've got 15 done, you've got your grade, right? Yeah. And the ones that don't have 15, I'm going to be going through those ones and then adding them all up and going, okay, 12 out of 15, yay, better than 0.
Tomorrow, not tonight.
Oh, I'm actually, tonight, I think I'm totally blind.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could barely see, get here today. I got, darn, it all days for me not to take the train because my eyes are so overworked. Remember, what is the one thing older people wind up with? Eye strain. When we use our eyes too much, and you guys probably don't feel the eye strain, but it happens. But as you get older, we're like blinking, eye drops, rubbing our eyes, because our eyes, as they age, don't have the same, I like to think of it as plasticity that you guys have, right? So hopefully, I will, for sure tomorrow, by end of day, I should have all of the discussions posted. Because tonight I'm going to go through, or probably tomorrow, because they're just coming in. Hopefully by midnight they'll be all there. But the only sad thing is I can't take any after that because I'm going through and adding the number and putting it in, and that's going to be final as of tomorrow, right? So please, we're also gonna take some time today to make sure that you can have some time to finish those discussion postings and get them done. I promise, there's gonna be lots of time for that. And then any assignment that you do not have a grade for in both of my classes. So anything that you have submitted, but you don't see a grade for it, I need you to come with your computer or phone or whatever you have it on and show me so that I can go, no worries. I'm gonna add it in right away. I'm gonna grade it real time, and it probably won't be my best grading job, because usually I give all kinds of like, little things like, don't forget this, I'm missing here. You guys are probably so tired of seeing that, but I'll tell you why I do it. Because none of your other teachers do, right? Nobody else takes the time to sit and give you feedback. How many teachers give you feedback on your assignments online? Dawn does, yeah. God bless Dawn. I'm so proud to be in the same category. Hi, come on in, Jimmy. No, you're here. That's all that matters. Yay. Come on in. She's probably the only one. So I was 7 professors. Yeah. You know why they don't? A lot of times, I'll tell you why, especially at the end of the year, we don't have time. I'll tell you honestly. So please don't, if you've submitted something to me in the last few weeks and you just get a grade, I'm so sorry. It's because I have a stack to grade, but I've been trying these last few assignments. I've been trying very hard these last few assignments to give lots of feedback, but also to tell you how very special you guys are. And to thank you for your journals, for your insight, for all of the hard work that you're doing, and for allowing me to be part of your world. And teachers don't often get that. We're usually just see you in class, blah, 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 grade it, give it back, you get the grade, and you all graduate, and you move on, and we kind of just next, But I've never been that kind of person. To me, when someone comes into my life, you're stuck. You're here forever. Okay? And that's the way I look at it. I have people calling me, I'm your mom from Canada. I've got people calling me sister. I've got people that just say, oh, teacher, you've been so special. I want to keep you in my life forever. And I go, well, I'll be mad if you don't. I'll be hurt if you don't. Because I want to know how you guys are going, how you're doing in the next semesters, and do you get jobs, are you staying in Canada, whatnot. It's important to me because, I like to think that the time that we spend together is not just about teaching you and you teaching me. It's about a relationship. To me, it's more than just I teach you, you teach me, because I learned so much from each and every one of you. You have no idea what you've taught me through your journals, through your assignments, through your participation in class, through the time that we've just spent talking and laughing and sharing things. Your extended family. You always have been since week 1, and to me, you always will be. And that's how I feel. And I'm maybe odd, but I like to think that whenever I have a new student, to me, that's not just a new friend, a new colleague, but a new family member. My family just grew, which makes me really happy because then I know your family is going to grow one day, and you're going to get older, and then you're going to have kids, and then they're going to have kids, and then maybe one day you'll tell the story of this crazy teacher in class that, that really cared about you, that you meant something to them. You weren't just a number or a student number. You were very special, and you still are. And I hope that your kids wind up with teachers that truly care, because it's not a calling anymore. Most people look at it as a job. To me, I wound up teaching as a result of a very bad accident. But to me, it is the best day of my life. My accident changed the course of my life, and it gave me a new perspective in life, a new way to appreciate the world around me and the people in my life. And everybody matters, right? Every single one of you. And so I want to be able, in our last couple classes, to talk mostly nothing but self-care, about mental health. And I know you're getting mental health up the wazoo because you take a course on it, right? And all the other classes, I'm sure, are getting mental health advice and help too. But sometimes you can't learn about it in a book. Sometimes it has to come from a little different place. So today I want to see, how are we really doing? I know we're all putting on that smile and going, I'm calm, I'm cool, really, I'm fine. And inside we're just like fireworks going off nonstop, and you can't settle it down. And you keep thinking, I need a fire hose in my brain to calm down the burn. Because all I think about is work, school, traveling here and traveling there. But you need time. You need to have downtime. How many of you are taking time for you right now?
No, we don't have the time for ourselves.
But you see, that's where we're going wrong, right? That's where we're making a mistake. Because if you can't make time for you, who is, by the way, the most important person in the world? See, I look at, this is my world. The very center of my world is God. That's my world. The center of my world is always going to be and always has been God. On the next level, my children. My children. My husband, he's with the pets. I always tell him, baby, I put you with the pets. Because the children, I've only got for such a short time, right? And then they're going to get married, move on, have their kids, maybe move away, whatever. But they're only really my little kids or little girls for a short period of time. Now they're women, and then next they'll be married and mothers, and they'll have commitments and things on their own. But we've got the pets, which kind of, give me that, I'm a mommy still. I'm still a mommy to somebody. And my husband is my rock. He's that person that no matter what, he always says yes. I go, oh honey, there's a stray dog in the neighborhood. Yes. Because he knows it's futile. I'm going to adopt it no matter what. Or there's a cat. That's how come I have so many pets in the house. Because he's a good man and he always says yes to me. Because I can never say no, especially to animals or to people, right? So, but that's how I get by every day. Because they give me my strength, my happiness. He allows me to have as many pets as I want. And he's the one who does most of the taking care of it. It's kind of funny how that worked out, but he's good with that. But it's important for you guys to always remember who is the center of your world. It has to be you. Like when I say God is the center of my world, it's because he's right beside me all the time. Where he is, I am. I'm never alone. No matter where I am, whether I'm alive or gone, I'm never alone. I know he'll always be beside me. And whatever you face, I hope that you have that same knowledge that whoever you consider your creator to be, I hope you always feel that they're right there with you, that you never walk alone, ever. And that's why one of my favorite songs in the world is Snows of New York. Because Krista Berg said it best. And if you ever listen to the song, you'll know why I say that. And so I know where my center is, but I'm in the center too. I have to take care of me. How do I do that? How do you think I take care of me? First thing I do when I get out of bed, I pray. I thank God for just opening my eyes. Because I know today there are hundreds of thousands of people who did not open their eyes. That they thought tomorrow was going to be another day of the treadmill, but they didn't wake up. Or they had an accident, or something terrible happened. Somebody killed them, or they were in a car accident and never came home. So the first thing I do is I'm grateful. When I wake up, before my feet hit the floor, I go down on my knees and I thank my Creator and I say, for today. Even if today is my last day, thank you for whatever you bring to me, because I've had another day. I woke up and now the possibilities are up to me, what I choose to do. The next thing I do is I nourish my body. I make sure I eat something and drink something. Has to be a priority because he gave me this to take care of. I'm a custodian. And it is a shell. It's just a shell for the inside, for what the parcel is. The outside is just packaging. One day it's going to grow old, spectre thin, and die, and then turn to dust. And I'm fine with that. But until that time, I'm the custodian. I have to take care of it. So I have to eat and drink and exercise. So So after I eat my breakfast, I take my dogs for a walk. No matter what the weather, I'm out, freezing cold, hot, night, morning, I'm out walking my dogs. My whole neighborhood thinks, crazy lady, what is she doing out there? And I'm happy. I'm like, yay, Twyla, Freya, say good morning to the neighbors. And howl for them. I go, Freya, give me a woo woo. And Freya will howl for me. She'll give me this great big howl. And the whole neighborhood, I see lights coming on. They go, Freya's out. They know Freya's howl. And it makes them happy because everybody loves wolves. Unless you've been chased by them. And everybody seems to love wolves. We have pictures of wolves everywhere, but if you've ever been chased by one, you don't like wolves. But they're beautiful, magical, mystical creatures that have this sound that is beyond words. And that howl, everybody loves. Now I thought my neighbors were going to hate me. They love it. The dogs howl. They howl when it's supper time, and the whole neighborhood thinks it's hilarious. Except in our house, it's like, oh, please just feed them quickly. They're howling again. And it's loud, right, to be right beside them because it can be heard 2 miles away. So imagine being right beside a howler that howls for 10 minutes as you're preparing your meal, right? And we cook for our dogs. We don't give them kibble. We actually cook for them. So every day I'm a vegetarian, right? So I'm cutting up liver, kidneys, and hearts and gizzards, and then I give them like the ground chicken, and then I give them vegetables. 3 vegetables every meal, and they get fruit as well, right? So our dogs eat well because I want them to live a long time. But I'm really being selfish because it's for me, because I won't feel fair losing them, knowing that if I didn't take the best care of them, right? So I have to protect everything in my world. How do I do that? I have to be well myself. If I'm not well, how am I going to take care of all them, right? So I have to make sure that I focus on me. So after my walk, and I come and I sit and I meditate. Because a walk is not meditating. Most people think walks are relaxing. Unless you walk with a Malamute and a Husky, it's not relaxing. Every butterfly that goes by, every bird, every squirrel, my dogs are like, and I go, no, outdoor sisters. Outdoor sisters. And they go, oh, okay. We won't chase them now. I see a rabbit, my dogs are like this. I go, no, outdoor sisters. And then my dogs are fine. But it takes them a little while to settle down, right? And they're strong. They pull sleds, so they're very strong dogs. So when I come home, I sit and I spend 10 minutes just me time. I do my breathing. I do my calming. I go, okay, whatever the day throws me, I actually self-talk. And I motivate myself. I go, whatever today brings, you can handle it. Your daughter's been pronounced dead 7 times. You lost twins, you lost both parents, you lost a brother. You had a lot of tragedy in your life. But you made it. You got through it, and I'm stronger as a result, and I can handle it. And so I keep giving myself, remembering the worst days gives me strength on the good days. To be able to look at no matter what comes and go, I can handle that. I've been through a lot worse. I know what to do. I know where to handle it, and I have supports. So I do the self-talk, so no matter what happens in my day, I'm going to be okay. Then I think about my blessings. I think about my family. I think about the people that have come and gone in my life, and I'm so grateful for the lessons they've taught me, the love that they've shared, the hopes and the dreams that they've helped me build, and I'm grateful. Especially my mother. For any of you that have lost a mom, there's something special about moms. Dads are awesome. Dads are spectacular. But there's something knowing that you grew inside of another human being that bonds you in a way that you can't really explain. It's just something unique. And if you don't have a good relationship with your mother, work on it. I encourage you to work on it. If you have the opportunity or the chance, or your dad, work on it. Never leave a bad feeling between you, because that's the time when something might happen and you'll never forgive yourself. I thank God that my last words to both my parents were good ones, that we never fought a lot. My mother and I were very close, and we were like sisters more than mother and daughter. And I've been very lucky to have the same relationship with my kids. They tell me everything, sometimes more than mom wants to know, but I'm cool with that. I had to talk myself out of being a mom and being a friend at certain times, right? Because that's what you need it. You need a friend. So you're going to be many things in this world, and you're going to be many things to many different people. But you have to take care of you, because if you weren't here, the world would not be the same place for many people. And you not being here changes the course of history forever. So you've got to take care of the most important person in your world, you. Well, how do you do that? I gave you some ideas about what I do, right? And that's just my morning. My morning is that's just my morning. Then comes the afternoon, which is where all the busyness and the chaos begins. But when I get overwhelmed, or I'm starting to feel like, oh my gosh, this is so much, I stop and go, hold on a second, Shelley, you're getting frustrated, or you're getting stressed. And that's not good, because stress is a killer. I've already had a stroke at 21. I don't want to have a stroke again. I have lots of friends my age that have had strokes, and they're now just learning how to function again. I don't want to go down that road. If I can avoid it, I'm going to. Stress and anxiety brings on strokes, right? So I need to have a mental frame of mind that is calm, so that no matter what comes my way, I can stop and go, breathe, ground myself. If I do nothing, say a situation happens and it's coming my way, I have a few options. I can say, run. That's my first instinct. Flight or fight, right? I don't like fighting. I don't like conflict. But when it comes my way, yeah, okay, not a big deal. I can handle it, because I know no matter what, I'm going to treat the other person with respect and dignity, and I'm always going to make sure that we come out agreeing to disagree if we have to, but it's okay that we both respect each other through the process. The other thing is you have to look at is, what is the most important thing to your, oh, we're going to get to eats real soon. I promise. I promise. I promise.
I'm told me to close it.
Yeah, oh, no worries. So the next thing you have to do is you have to be able to self-talk yourself through any problem. Because if you can't, you will get overwhelmed and stressed. Most important thing you have to say to yourself is, this conflict is coming my way, I can't avoid it, right? I can't run. If you were running, man, get the best pair of shoes, get a little pair of wings on them, and get out of Dodge, right? Like if you're that person. But I encourage you, there's more strength in standing still and going, okay, bring it. Whatever's coming my way, I can handle it. It's just how you handle it. Most things, believe it or not, 95% of troubles work themselves out if you do absolutely nothing. 95%. 95% of conflict is going to come and wash over you. Whoops, forgot I'm wearing it. And then just pass on by. And if you do absolutely nothing, you'll still be okay. The other 5%, you may have to invest some time in. Like, for example, you may have to say, you know what, I have to devote some time to either maybe getting my visa fixed or renew my OHIP cards, or my driver's license, and that's going to take a bit of effort. Didn't expect it, it came my way or whatever, but okay, I have to put a little effort in to fix it. So, but you prioritize it. You look at your troubles, look at the issues that you have to do, and then you put them on a piece of paper. I know it sounds stupid and old-fashioned, but it works. Have a vision board of your troubles, of your woes. You may have 40 in a row. Put the most important one at the top, and then list all the rest. And look at them every day and go, well, what can I cross off today? I got some time. And I look at them and I go, yeah, no, that's a biggie. I'll leave that one for tomorrow. But I can work on this one, I can work on this one, and I can work on this one. How much time do I have to devote to it? I look at, ooh, this one's going to take an hour, this one's a 20-minute, and this one's like a 2 hours. I'm going to do the 2 hour first. I'm going to look at that and say, time invested, well spent, let me get this off my plate. And then I also put the times on that I think is going to take me to accomplish it. Because I like to know how much all these things take out of my day. And then once I start crossing them off, I get to see, oh, I feel good. Like, I don't feel just good, I feel great. Because sometimes just seeing your accomplishments on paper seeing that red line through it makes you feel euphoric. And then it shows you at the very first, when these things came your way, you probably thought, I can't handle these. These are too much. But then actually, after you start getting a few knocked off, you're going to start to feel really good about yourself. And it's going to really empower you. And even though you probably mentally know that you've done these things, if you don't see it, it doesn't really make it as real. So it's important to have that vision board. And I have a vision board for everything. I have it for work, I have it for play, I have it for troubles. Because then I can look at this one and go, do I have troubles? Man, are they ever mounting up? Oh, but there's my gratification board, and that's a really good one. Because I am so grateful for all these other things that it makes me empowered to get through the rough times. And then when you look at it all in perspective, you think, I really have a really extraordinary life that I've built. It's taken a lot of work, but I've gotten through to this age, and I'm still happy. The world hasn't jaded me. I'm still positive. I'm still optimistic, and I can still get around on my own, do the things. I'm independent. Life is really good. Because I know people my age. Actually, I knew people all my life that didn't have those luxuries. Like when we were kids, my friends and I, we did something that really wasn't very smart. We were told not to, but we did it anyway. Kept bounce on your bed. Yeah? Anyone ever just like get on your bed and jump up and down and just jump for hours until you can't do it, and then you just fall into your bed and go, oh my God, that was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. Well, when we were kids, we used to do stuff like that all the time. And we used to really enjoy it. But then one day I got a phone call, and one of my friends, hey, come on in. Yay, you're right on time. One of my friends was sleeping on his bed at home because he do it all the time. And I guess he went home and figured, I'm going to do it again. And he didn't land quite right, and he fell off his bed, and he struck the back of his head on a dresser. And he was in a coma for about 3 months. And when he did wake up, he was paralyzed from the neck down. He had broken quite a few bones in his neck. And so his life changed dramatically. Now, most of all of us in that moment felt guilty because we used to do it all the time together. We did it separately. And we thought, why him? Why is it that he's 14 years old and now he doesn't have much of a life left anymore? And I always felt guilty because I thought, why wasn't it me? You know, like, why did it not happen to me, and why did it happen to him? He was such a great guy. And so I used to go and visit him. But the funny thing is, I was visiting to try to cheer him up, but our visits turned into him cheering me up. And I still don't know how he did that. I really don't. I would go, especially when I moved away, like every week I would go and visit him at home while I was in school. But when I moved away to university, I moved to another province, and I was like, 1,000 miles away, and I didn't get home very often. But when I did come home, I'd go to visit him. I'd bring him shirts from St. Mary's University, and I'd bring him like stuff. And I thought, am I an idiot? Like, he can't use this stuff. Like, he's not going to be able to, get up and say, hey, thanks for bringing me the football from the game that they won. It's just going to sit on a shelf. Thanks for bringing me this really cool tracksuit, but I lay in bed all day, or sit in a chair. I'm not going to really get out and get it dirty and use it. But I would do it anyway because it made me feel better. But when I went to visit him, he actually made me feel better. He would ask about my life, and he'd say, I live vicariously through you. None of our other friends visited him. Once he had the accident, they forgot he existed because they were too embarrassed and ashamed that we survived it. And we were told, don't jump on your bed, you can fall and break your neck. How many times have your parents said that? Have your parents ever caught you?
My daughter is this fond of one little monkey jumping on the bed.
Yeah.
If I see it, don't you ever try it again?
But it happens, right? Yeah. It really does happen. And I know when we were kids, we used to jump off our roof. Like, we were stupid. Like, we did reckless, crazy stuff. But we survived it. And that's why, I guess when I look back and I see all the people that have been in my life, I'm grateful for them. And even now when I go home, which isn't too often, but when I do have the luxury of getting home to visit my family, I always visit them. And he know I do it for more for me than him. Because he makes me feel like a better person. He makes me feel like I still didn't forget him. I still talk about him. I share it with my kids. Don't jump on the beds. And mom means it, you know. And if you're gonna jump on the bed, then let's get everything out of the room. I've done that. I've hauled dressers out of the room, put mattresses down, said jump. I don't care, jump, be a kid, have fun. But it's about taking care of yourself emotionally. And that's what I've had to struggle with my whole life because it's been hard. Life is challenging. And as you all know, and through reading your journals, I can see that you're all suffering. There isn't any one of you that hasn't had a major trauma or tragedy in your life. And when I read your journals and I read your personal reflections, I sit and cry. For all of you that have lost moms, have lost dads, lost brothers, lost sisters, you know, it's heartbreaking because sometimes we think it's just us that are suffering. Or you've lost a grandma or a grandpa that's very special in your lives. And we wish we could turn back time to say thank you to them. Just to let them know you matter. You were important. You weren't just someone I learned from, but you were someone that had unconditional love for me and I for you. And I didn't appreciate it in that moment. But you appreciate it now when they're gone, right? So sometimes we have to be mindful and take the time as we're living, as we're going through life, as life is busy, we need to stop, look and listen, and just enjoy being in the moment. Now, there's one movie in this whole world that I've never seen any movie yet that equals it. Not ever. And I've watched a lot of movies. I love movies. As you guys know, my list instead of 10, it was 60, right? And that was just on death and dying and bereavement, right? If it was on a happy note, oh, sky's the limit. I could have wrote 1,000 movies for you guys to watch. I love movies. But there's one movie since I was a young child that I watch every year. And without fail, it is one of the most important movies of my life. Because I want to keep feeling that I am like the main character. And it is a passion of mine to always be, believe it or not, his name is George Bailey. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen it, but I want to be George Bailey. That's my life's goal. I want to be George Bailey. If it's my life's dream, it's to be George Bailey. And the movie is called It's a Wonderful Life. Has anybody here ever seen it? No. So over the holidays, I want you all to watch this movie. If you can, please, for me. If you want to do something really special for me, I want you to watch this movie. Because this is a movie about sacrifice. It's a movie about a man who always put himself second. He worked hard, always gave to everybody else, always helped everybody in need, and did everything he could right. He never, ever did anything to harm another person. His whole world was about helping somebody else. Then one day, when he needed help, he didn't have the strength inside to find the answers, and he gave up. And he said, if you can imagine, I don't want to live anymore. I wish I was never born. And so, God gave him his wish. And he was wiped from the earth. And at that moment, he had no idea what his life meant to others. But he was able to see the world once he was out of it. And what he saw, he didn't like. And he started to realize that maybe no matter what life throws me, I still want to be here. Because I see what the world would be like if I was never born. And it wasn't a pretty picture. And so he discovered, like the name of the story, that he really did have a wonderful life. He just didn't know it. But to me, it is probably the most well written, most poignant movie ever made. If you want to feel good about your life, if you want to be able to stop and say, oh my God, I really do have a wonderful life. My life has great meaning and value. And no matter what happens in my life is still really wonderful. And it has such great value that you'll start to protect it and start taking care of it and start nurturing it and making sure that you spend as much time as you can making your life special. So I want you to all, if you can, please watch. It's called It's a Wonderful Life. And imagine you being the main character, George Bailey. And it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy, you can still put yourself into his shoes and imagine what he is going through. And he has, I was going to put it on the list to watch, but I wanted to use it as a later date movie because I think for death and dying and bereavement, this movie has more of a lesson than probably any other movie in the world. But more importantly, when it comes to self-care and recognizing how beautiful and how intrinsically wonderful your life is, there is no movie that I have ever seen that comes close to it. I cry at the same spots, and I've watched it for 60 years. I laugh at the same spots, I cry at the same spots, and it's in black and white, by the way. Yes, if you haven't enjoyed a black and white movie, enjoy this one. It is. My favorite actor's in it as well because he became my favorite actor because of the movie. James Stewart. Anybody ever hear of James Stewart? Jimmy Stewart? James Stewart? No. You guys have never watched the movie Harvey about the 7-foot puka? Oh my stars! My kids have been watching that movie since they were 2. Okay, you guys have got to watch some Jimmy Stewart movies. But most importantly, it's a wonderful life because it will invigorate you and inspire you to recognize that you actually are a George Bailey. Because you're nurses, you're doctors, you're people that are caregivers. And you are going to give and give and give and give. And you are going to forget about yourself. And some of you are going to get sick, and some of you are going to be ill, and some of you it's going to affect you mentally and physically. But I don't want that to happen because that could have very easily happened to me, except I have that movie. That movie to me, I watch it at least 3 to 4 times a year. I have copies of it. I have VHS. Anybody know what a VHS is? Yes. Okay, do you know what a beta is? Yeah, you know what beta is? Yeah! Okay, I have it in beta, I have it in VHS, I have it in color when they color corrected it, and I have it in black and white, and I have the book. I love it. To me, there's nothing more wonderful than It's a Wonderful Life, because again, it inspires me. So I want you guys to be able to think about something that has changed your life. I want you to think about something that has changed your life for the better. And if you have something that really empowers you to always know that you are living a wonderful life, then awesome. But if you're like most of us, you're just getting by. You're hanging on day by day, hoping tomorrow's a better day or that my future is better in 5 years, or you're looking at the 10-year plan. In 10 years, I hope my life is where I want to be. But stop waiting for that magic moment to arrive, because guess what? It's already here. The best day of your life is today, because you're still here. And I want you guys to start thinking about how very important it is just to be here. Just to be alive is a miracle in itself. When you think about traveling from your place of origin to coming to school every day, to going to work every day, The odds are not good. The odds are anything can happen to any one of us at any given time. I could have a car accident on my way home tonight and you guys would never see me again. Right? You just don't know. So this is why I need you to all feel you have a wonderful life. And not just think it and say, yeah, I've got a great life. No, I want you to really know. Because when you really know that you have a wonderful life, you'll never forget it, and you'll never squander it, and you'll never let it go. Just like me. I'm telling you, when I saw that movie for the first time when I was a little girl, I said, I want to be George Bailey. And when you watch the movie, my favorite phrase is, hot dog. And I say that all the time. When something good happens, I go, hot dog. And my husband goes, oh, you're such a George Bailey. And it's a joke in our family. He goes, you're such a George Bailey. I go, I know. And then something else will happen, and I don't even think about it now. It's just, hot dog. And it makes me happy, even just referencing the movie, because that movie inspires me in so many ways. It makes me so happy because I can just imagine if I ever get lucky enough to be a George Bailey, I want to have that feeling. And it's the season for miracles. They play it every year at Christmas, specifically Christmas Eve, even though it was never meant to be a Christmas movie. It's an iconic Christmas movie in the United States and Canada. It's one of the big ones in the United States and Canada. And there's probably not a person under 30 that doesn't know It's a Wonderful Life. It's that popular. So I want you guys, if you can watch it, please watch it because it's about you. You are George Bailey. You are George Bailey. And I'm honestly, I'm telling you, when you watch it, you will never be the same person again, ever. If you truly watch it, you truly listen to the message and the morals that are coming through in that movie, you will be changed forever. So on that note, I think the rest of the class, I think what we should do is have a party. We have to keep the noise down, just in case that there are people,
The me and Mr. Joe already came here and they said, yeah, that's a wonderful.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, as long as we clean up and make,
Yes.
yeah. So we're gonna do that. And as long as we keep our noise level down, because we want to be sure that we're not disturbing other classes. And because the other classes are probably having tests and doing assignments. And so we don't want to bother them and disturb them. But on that note, what I would like to say, first of all, before we begin, I would like to very humbly and gratefully thank everybody for this last semester. I don't think I've ever had a semester I've enjoyed as much as I have this one. It's been such a privilege and such an honor to be part of this class, to be able to every day walk into this room and see all of you, to talk to you, to share, laugh, cry. You welcome me into your lives and into your learning environment and to be part of your journey. And to me, it is one of the greatest privileges of my entire life. The thought of even being part of a group that's so illustrious as this, it is mind-boggling. And to think that they pay me for it is criminal. I would do it for free, to be honest. If they said, no money in the budget, sorry, we have to let you go, I'd say, I'll teach for free next semester. That's how much I love teaching you guys.
Professor, I have something to say.
Yes, of course.
I just want to personally appreciate you. Honestly, I just have a little testimony to share. You may not have known, but I'm happy to say this day. I didn't know that some kind-hearted teachers still exist. When I came into Canada, I came to study early childhood education. So because it was during COVID and everything, I was supposed to start January last year. I had to defer until May. So before I could take my children from Saudi Arabia to Nigeria, coming here, and we have issue with electricity in Nigeria, so I wasn't really joining classes. It was online. When I came, I noticed they have done some things, some of the assignments. I personally wrote emails to all the professors, including the academic advisor, everyone telling them. So they said I have like missed a lot, so it would be difficult to struggle with the remaining 50%, that the pass mark was 50%, unless I have to talk to some professors to still give me assignments and everything. Out of the seven professors, it was only one person that said, "Yeah, okay, Joy, I'll give you access to the assignment." Six professors wrote to me, "Unfortunately, we will not be able to do that." I cried, I pleaded, a lot of things. After paying so much, you guys know how much we are paying as international students. It wasn't easy. At the end of the day, I struggled with the 50%. Outside the professor that gave me access to her own, others I passed with DDD more because of the 60%. It was so heartbroken that I decided to leave the department. So I switched to retirement residence management. Why am I saying this? It's not easy for you to like miss to submit, and when you meet a professor, you say, "Okay, no problem, I'll take it, print it out." The first day she meets me was like, "Really? Does this kind of person still exist?" Because I'm used to that word of "unfortunately, I cannot, unfortunately." Honestly, after giving it to you that day, I went outside and was like, "Oh my husband," I said, "See what happened?" I did not submit reflection, and she said, "It's okay. Thank you so much." Thank you. You would know what it means to us, because if it's very okay for us, we will not leave our families behind in our countries struggling here. All of us are passing through one thing or the other, but we decided to keep it behind, focus on studying in Canada to achieve one goal or the other. So making life miserable for us kills us the most. But when you make life easier for us, honestly, even if we don't say it to you, God will surely bless you the more. Thank you.
That means the world to me. Because I'm a firm believer in, you know, if you just sort of put yourself out for other people, even when you don't have to, when it's not expected, you might actually really help somebody. And just on the off chance that you can really help somebody, I'm always that person that's going to say yes. I'm always going to be that person.
Even though she
that,
teaches the other classes, two classes here, thank you.
you're welcome. And I am so grateful and appreciative of your kind words. It means the world to me because you've just reinforced to me to keep being the person that I am. Don't let anything change me. Because you know why? I know the other teachers, I've had a lot of people say, "You're an idiot." All the time. I've had other teachers say, "You make us look bad." They tell me all the time, "You make us look bad. You give comments back, you give extensions, you help them out, you stay after class, you tutor them on the side if someone's having trouble, if they can't do it, you help them." But my answer is always going to be, well, yeah, what's your point? If I can do it, why wouldn't I? If it can help somebody, why wouldn't I? Why be selfish? Because at the end of my days, I'm hoping somebody shows a little kindness to me or to my kids. And if I was that person in life that never showed kindness to somebody and did what I could, then that speaks volumes about the kind of person that I am. And to hear your kind words and to hear how you feel about that little thing, to me it was a little thing, but the fact that it meant something to you is huge. And I hope I'm never going to be the person that ever says no. I hope I'm always going to stay. I hope I don't ever lose my mind and get dementia, because that would be my biggest worry, is the kind of person I might become, because I always want to stay being that person that says, "Of course it can help." Because you're welcome. And thank you for sharing it with me. Do you ever have your face just instantly feel like it's burning off your skin? I do. That's how I feel right now. I just want to cry. I'm holding back tears. But that means the world to me, because just to hear that somebody appreciates the little thing, and to me it's such a little thing, sure, just such a little thing.
because if I can help somebody, why not? So the rules say, no, you're not supposed to have extensions, and you're not supposed to do this and that. If it doesn't matter to me, why would it matter to the admin if I could help somebody? So I'm always gonna be that person that says yes. And thank you, Joy, you just made my day. Probably my whole year. That meant, oh! We're falling. Okay, the sky is falling, that's a sign. Let's begin our song. You guys have outdone yourself. Everything looks amazing.
Yeah, this one.
So, I need to take pictures.
Yeah.
Everything we
You guys will remove your jackets. You need to
before we eat. I'm gonna just start taking pictures, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna play.
Once the
Wait, later.
you can watch everything.
Look at this.
Honestly, you guys don't know what I'm going through.
This is incredible.
When I switched departments, they paid 1,500 I paid for.
Now, before I forget, let me do attendance. Before I get in trouble.
You guys can remove your jackets. Let's start with the right.
Are you sure? Oh, great. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. These are
Actually, I tried, but my brother is dancing, but I tried to provide food.
oh, my God.
We have to do this on Chinese. Yep. I don't forgot to have some pictures.
Oh, I'm going to.
But they are.
Oh, yeah.
I will make a proper video.
Everybody come here.
You guys will
Now you can go on.
Yes, that's what I am looking for. So I just did the live link. If you have anybody from home, you said okay, join the link. You will see me.
You can send link in the
You need the link.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
I will. Okay, I will share the link right now. I'll share my phone. I'll share the link on the phone.
I think you already shared.
On WhatsApp platform.
Yeah, I saw.
And can somebody open up the box?
Family and friends, join us. The link is on the group. So I will do this.
My ears looking at it.
I have it.
Thank you so much. What I normally get my full box.
Yeah,
I think you need to put it like.
I bought, yeah, because I'm saying my husband went
got
to
it.
surgery today and my dog. What I normally do is
Very excitement control.
I just go to the sides.
Come here.
And then if you guys and then they fit right nice. See, I've been to Krispy Kremes way too many. Way too many. That's my go-to.
Our professor. She is an amazing soul. And then every box as well. Okay.
So, get in there, guys.
Ali, your
And then we'll take turns. Be careful, don't fall. Going to the can't be in the back. She's little. She has to be in the front. There you go.
Come here.
Okay, this so I never have time to take pictures.
Oh my God, that's Nita.
Let's go.
1, 2,
Cheese.
Say cheese.
Oh, he's thinking, why can't we do this in my class? I can remove that jacket.
Wacky, wacky.
I didn't hear 1, 2, 3.
Shreddy iPhone च खिच्ची Stand on a chair.
Joy, you come.
We should have got that guy that was walking by that was wondering what was going on with him. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see.
Joy
timer.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Can I?
Yeah, timer. Oh, bhai, aa jani yaar picture.
Gotta love selfies.
Oh my God, only your face, Nigel.
Le.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Oh, the chair?
यार हम नहीं आ रहे.
There's a chair.
We are not coming in it.
The white one?
In this side.
Yeah.
Joy in this side.
Sit down in front.
Joy in the side. More space here. Yeah. More space here.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. Better.
Yeah, that one, Joy.
This side.
Go, Nessa.
Give it here. 5, 2, 1. Yay! Push it again. And you guys make sure you're in the picture. I don't think you can. Push it again and then get in here quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
मेरे ख्याल से उन्होंने तो वीडियो ऑन कर दिया जिधर भी है आज लाइव चलता है ऐसी वीडियो ऑन कर देना केक कट नहीं करना केक नहीं उसमें बन जाएगी
One day I can spread this out. I know we're having a potluck. I'm not in it. I said I'm gonna wait until I get to come to class. Look at how beautiful everything is. You guys have done such an outstanding job. Wash hands. Where we just because I'm gonna wash hands.
Where's my hand?
Anybody need? There's hand sanitizer on my desk, so you can bring it over here. I'm just gonna go wash my hands, and then not my phone. I will forget that I have it here. I put it here because I didn't want any pictures of me holding a phone. Because I never hold this thing.
To be honest,
Of course. Anything for you guys.
You know what I'm gonna say?
You guys tell me what you need and I'll do it. Okay? I'll be right back, okay? So, Mike,
Is this your mic?
मेरी भी ले लो
Okay, let's see. Later, yeah, later.
Okay,
Usually, we just wash that.
Oh my God.
lakas lang
Kaya nga.
Ano yun? Live. So, your family members can go.
let's dig in.
Let's go.
Yeah, line.
I want this one.
Give it to your...
The pink one. ये क्या है? वीडियो है?
Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Please type Joy Wazie and subscribe, please. I'm begging you.
I'm begging
And watch my videos.
Let's begin.
It's time to
Let's begin.
Let's begin the party.
Yay!
Please type Joy.
Yes, mom. Can I get one, Ria? Thank you, mom. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone? Go ahead. Thank you. Ash,
Let me see your YouTube.
Later, I will. You said a link here. I will.
Okay, so we have to have
Momo, round wala. Momo, veji. Round wala. मेरा पास्ता भी तो बड़ा
Try one. Try and tell me if you like. Yeah, try one.
Sarah excited. She was more excited. Yeah. Oh.
How did you?
Ali, you taste it.
It's yours? Do you like it?
And then put
How
on.
did
No, I like it. Yeah, I mean,
ये क्या है? Puto. क्या? Puto रे उधर तो. Puto.
Attention. Wait. Hi.
Yeah.
Tell the others which is the one is
Vegetarian or not?
vegetable.
No, I don't.
Vegetables. This one chicken.
that one is
This
vegetarian.
one vegetarian.
Vegetarian chicken.
This one chicken.
Just try it. Try.
Then chicken. This one.
just rice.
Then you will just
You know, you eat them, then when you like
And this.
You have plates?
Oh my God, I'm hungry.
She'll see.
Jalebi.
What?
Jalebi.
Oh, okay.
Come on, subscribe for Jalebi.
Sorry, guys. Hey, where's your
Oh,
He's one of mine.
Let's start.
Okay, guys, come on.
yeah, we'll start.
Where's your Jalebi?
Dates because
Okay. Oh, you guys.
you do first.
You guys are way too sweet. Okay. You waited all this time. You guys are so sweet. Okay, I'm trying everything. But please steer me away from meat. If there's meat, please.
This one has chicken.
I can eat chicken. I'll eat chicken because that looks really
Like
good.
this with lemon and more vegetables.
And I can eat goat chicken.
All
Vegetables. Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Something vinegar if you want the sauce.
You have to cut the cake, then we can start.
Oh, I can. I can do that. Okay.
You kind of come to
Just come from the side.
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. Okay. My cheeks are already smiling.
What is the plate like this?
I think it's over. Smiling. This is the best dress I should have worn something else today. So tell me when. Okay, so
1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Oh, you're not gonna miss me. They're gonna miss me. The other class, I hope, because I'm not having their next semester, which makes me sad. But are you hungry? Which makes me really happy.
You know the boy in case
There we
I can't
go.
eat meat
Like the first piece.
because like it's just halal, you know. So
That is the international food of Saudi Arabia.
oh, did it try every day? No. I understand, but try it. It's really tasty. I don't know, maybe you like, but it's really tasty. I'm pretty sure. It's not from here. It's from the
It's
country.
carrot cake. Oh, I love carrot cake. Maybe she might get a piece.
Joy, did you cook something?
There
Which
we
one?
go. That's
The cake?
So do you want me to cut a bunch or everybody cut the roll?
Yeah.
Everybody can cut it. Okay, that mine? Yay! I'm glad I cut the big one then. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Now we can.
Let's see.
Okay. I'll be fast.
This is mine.
I never eat meat, but I'm gonna try a little bit today.
Yeah, put the plate in the middle. Plate in the middle.
Seriously? You are so thoughtful. I'm definitely gonna go for that because yes, tree nuts. Yes. Yeah, well, you know what? She was going to come, but she had to take care of our dog because of her surgery last night. She actually had to get a biopsy done, and then today my husband's in surgery, so. Yes, he crushed. I'm just gonna. I recognize that.
If you guys have not tested
Look at that!
unless you're vegetarian.
That is so
This Filipino food is amazing.
Seriously?
And it's a lot in Saudi Arabia.
That is so cool.
Very, very nice.
Is that like on like what do you call it? Like,
But it has chicken in case you don't eat chicken.
I used to watch it.
मेरा पासपोर्ट ठंडा होया पिया
If you can
मेरा
help
फोन
me,
नंबर है फिर मैं होर उबालिया
okay, and then I'll send it to my daughter. Oh my gosh, that'd be great. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. I love chicken. My daughters would be so happy that they get to see everybody. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Okay. So then I can did you text it to me? Yeah. Perfect. That's it. I know how to forward it from there. Yeah. I'm just learning, but I can do that. Let me go do that now. So they can be part of it.
यार इन्हां ਨੂੰ ਵੈਜ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀ ਵੈਜ ਸਟਫ ਆਹ ਨੋ ਨੋ ਬੜੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਆ ਹੈਗੇ ਬੱਕਰੀ ਖਾਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਬੱਕਰਾ
ਵੱਢਣਾ ਬੱਕਰਾ ਵੱਢਣਾ
Yeah.
This is also, yeah.
This is also veg samosa.
No, that is chicken.
Oh, this is chicken. ਇਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮੋਸਾ ਖਾ ਲਓ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਹ ਵੈਜ
ਆਪਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ
ਆ ਚੱਕ ਲੈਣੇ ਆ ਪੀਸ ਇਹ ਤੁਰਦੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਚੱਕਰ
ਤੁਰ ਲਓ ਭਾਈ ਜਾਨੂੰ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਉਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਆ ਕੀ ਹੈ
They're coming. No, they're still there.
I'm so excited to try everything. Wow. This looks amazing.
Who made this? Any choice?
So how do I grab one of these?
I think we use pen. I get it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never had one of these before. So I'm so excited to try it. These are fakes or olives. I have to double check. Ali. Yeah, I don't know how to grab them. Could I have the
I think you can use pen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you just pull them off? Maybe that's how you
Yes, I just eat that and then take a sit out.
Okay, I've never done this before. This is so neat. So just looking at what they have. I know I'm gonna love these, so I'm gonna grab. Oh, is this how you take them off?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know. They're so pretty.
Yeah, it's like they just grab like this and
Yeah?
eat. Yeah,
Really? Oh my gosh.
it's clean.
And these are olives?
No, this is
Dates. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's so good. This is Filipino food.
Yeah, I know. I have this all the time in parties.
Oh, wow.
All the time.
This one is Filipino. This one go all the way. My daughter wants to say hi. Samir. Hi. How are you?
It looks like the run. Oh, okay. It's
She was going to get because my husband went surgery today and my other daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my other daughter had to take home with our dog
Oh, okay.
because she wound up in the merge last night. So
Yeah, I understand.
you're sorry you can't buy food. It's amazing. Oh, that would be fun. I'll bring you a whole doggy bag.
Let me fill now one.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you. I gotta show you the food, Sam. Okay, let me figure out how to turn this around. Okay, look at this. My students planned all of this.
What time?
Look at the food. Isn't this incredible?
This one's good.
I got
That's one.
Filipino food.
That's one. That's one.
Look at I feel like I'm in a fine restaurant. Isn't this
What is this?
Yes, I will make sure that we take
This one is vinegar for the spring.
Yes.
Vinegar.
We're gonna need our energy for today.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, Wanda, the way she's telling us how it works.
Is that the I love it. I gotta go grab my plate. Okay.
The pancit is nice.
So long.
With the chicken.
Can you make that? Can you make this photo?
I don't know if I can.
I know, I do too.
I can try. I can try
They
maybe.
give them their street.
Okay.
I know, isn't that amazing?
I tried learning it. I went to YouTube. They are speaking
Hey, sorry. Sorry.
I think it's easy though.
Shani, this one and the chicken they do it.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, both my daughters will love that. Very nice. Yes, I'm going to. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, this is so good to make sure that they you made the cake.
I had my lunch
Yeah, Odessa was the one who baked the cake.
Yeah, you may do the honor, Ali. Can you open this?
Yeah, sure.
It's a carrot cake. I'm so excited to try it. This is incredible. I have never had such
You need this one, yeah?
Yes. Oh, that is so frothy. I'll have to make sure I bring a piece home for my daughters. Because if it's no nuts, then they can get
Thank you, Annie.
Beautiful.
Oh, here, I'll let you see.
Oh, Lord,
And are you still watching live stream? Is the engine there?
we have there 7. if you decide.
I still can't believe she made that. It is so beautiful. It was too quick to get. It looks like a block cake. It looks perfect. Odessa, you really are talented. Really, Oh my gosh. Isn't it amazing, Sam?
Go eat. Your
I wish you could try it.
there.
Well, you will. I'll make sure I get a piece for you.
That's just what it is. Love it.
What's gonna be? Oh, this is amazing. I can't believe it. What's what?
Yeah.
Who needs this one? Who needs?
Look at everything. Give me all.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I love everything. Thank you so much. Yes, and look at the beautiful food. Oh my gosh.
I'm preparing myself to dig it.
I'm gonna go sit before I spill my drink. I'm gonna go sit.
Joy, do you need? You need this one, Joy?
No.
Hey, who needs? Who wants soft drinks? Yeah. Arch, you have? You just sit down. Oh, yeah, I'll try now.
Saudi Arabia biryani. This is a lot. Minus the one and then the photo. Right? Hala na wala yung ano sa biryani. Jenny, you know what you think this one? This is so good. This is so good. I gotta find the same. Oh, I am. So I'm gonna find the same. I'm gonna grab this. It's amazing. I can't believe that they went all out.
Can I, huh?
Oh, thank you.
I will taste that. I will bring home that day.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it's hard for you.
Daddy, I'm going.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
My God. Every single one.